The Galactic Council had warned them. Be afraid of humans, they said. They are unpredictable, irrational, and impossible to control. But the Varnak Empire laughed. After all, humans were small, scattered, emotional. How could they pose a threat to a starfaring civilization thousands of years older? The Council had seen what humans were capable of, how they turned tragedy into strength, how they made weapons out of scraps, how they smiled even in the face of extinction. But the Varnak ignored history. They saw Earth as a soft target, a warm planet spinning quietly in the dark. So they sent a fleet, massive, armored, and proud. Their commander, Vernus Threk, stood on his bridge and said with a grin, "This will be over before lunch." But Earth didn't cower. They didn't plead or panic. They prepared. "We're not the ones who should be afraid," said Commander Isla Ray, head of Earth's Defense Council. Scientists, soldiers, hackers, and farmers, all worked side by side. "We don't need to match their power," Isla told her team. "We need to make them regret using it." The first attack came fast. Varnak ships darkened the skies over 5 continents. Plasma cannons fired on cities. Earth's satellites dropped like stones. But before the Varnak could cheer, human retaliation came from the most unlikely places. "We don't start fights," a Ukrainian mechanic said, driving a retrofitted mining truck into a walker, "but we sure know how to end them." Across the globe, guerrilla tactics stunned the invaders. "They fight dirty," spat a Varnak soldier. "No rules. No honor." But humans didn't care about alien honor, they cared about survival. Farmers in Australia hijacked a Varnak supply ship using drones made from tractor parts. African engineers turned solar fields into microwave death traps. "You came for slaves," a girl in Mumbai told a captured alien, "but you woke dragons." Even in space, human ships darted through asteroid fields, laying traps the Varnak couldn't predict. One fighter pilot whispered before diving into a dreadnought's engines, "Tell my mother I rode the stars." A fleet of ships from Earth's moon colony, long silent, burst out from hiding like ghosts. "Surprise," they broadcast. "Did you miss us?" The Varnak regrouped for a final blow. Above the Atlantic, their main battleship charged its planet cracker cannon. "Let this rock be dust," Threk said. But just as the weapon powered up, Earth's defense grid fired. Lasers, missiles, and kinetic rods tore through the alien behemoth. Inside the command bridge, Isla Ray looked up at the skies. "This is for every time someone underestimated us." In the silence after the explosion, debris rained into the ocean. The remaining Varnak ships blinked away. They had come to conquer, but fled, broken and shaken. Back at Galactic Council chambers, silence filled the halls. The ambassador from Threx 9 leaned forward and said, "We warned you." The Varnak representative said nothing. Fear had taken his voice. On Earth, people danced in the streets. Not because war was glorious, but because peace had been earned. Children played in craters now filled with flowers. "We bled," Isla said in a broadcast, "but we did not bow." Artists painted murals of courage. Songs were written about the boy with the slingshot who downed a scout drone. And in every rebuilt city, a phrase was etched in stone, "You should have listened." They didn't conquer Earth. Earth conquered fear. From then on, whenever a new species reached the stars and asked about humanity, the Council always gave the same answer. "Be afraid of humans," they'd say. "They don't give up. They don't run. They don't die quietly."